Peace and balance. What's up, y'all? Mystic Moon here. I just want you to know and understand that they were removed from your life for a reason, or they are being removed or going to be removed from your life for a reason. Now, this is coming from somebody that had very unhealthy and toxic detachment issues where I knew that a person wasn't good for me. I knew that it was time for me to move around, but I will continue to stay. I will continue to allow them space into my life. And it knocked me off balance. It threw me all the way off. And I was continuously being hurt by these people. So it's time for you to let them go. If you feel like a person is being removed from your life, then they probably are. But you have to be the one to let go. Now, one of the biggest reasons why, we hold on to people is we see potential in them. That doesn't mean that they're going to live up to that potential just because you see it. And so you cannot want something more for someone that they want for themselves. If they're not showing you through their actions that they can live up to that potential, then it's time for them to move around. You can't give more than they're giving. You can't fill more of their cup than they're filling of yours, okay? And you have to practice that reciprocity, that back and forth giving and receiving. Otherwise, it's an imbalanced relationship. Fuck their potential. Show me who you are. And then as they're showing you, no matter which way it swings, believe them. Whether it swings left, believe them. Whether it swings right, believe them. Now, this is another big one is history. It doesn't matter how long you've been in a relationship with that person. It doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter what you've been through with that person. I believe that we have contracts. Everyone that you meet that come into your life that serves a purpose is under a contract. And once that contract is fulfilled, we want to hoard them and hold on to them when it's time for them to move around. Now, it's a couple things that could be happening there. You can be stopping them from going to bless somebody else. They could be stopping your blessing and vice versa. They can be the reason that you ain't manifesting the shit that you want because you're holding on to something that it was time for it's time for them to leave your life. You have to be very, very aware of when it's time for something to fall off, when it's time to shed, let it go. They're not meant for the person that you're becoming. You know that saying, you can't bring everybody with you. Well, I feel like that's true. In addition to that, they're not meant to be in your life in this moment because they're never going to appreciate the person that you're becoming. You have people that is so used to your toxic ways, your low vibrational ways, that they can never see you as a high vibrational person that you're trying to become. So subconsciously, staying in a relationship with them can continue to drag you back down to that low place that you hate being. So some people are not meant to be in your circle around you for this next place that you're elevating to. Allow people to serve their purpose. It don't always have to be a bittersweet situation or a sad situation, especially if you respect the boundaries of yourself and you know, like, it don't have to be any hard feelings. We don't have to be enemies. Some people just grow apart. And that's a removal as well. So if you're growing apart from a person and you notice that, allow it to happen naturally. That way there won't be any hard feelings. That way you can still be friends. You can still talk. You won't always have to have that nasty, negative, low vibrational energy that's shared between you two, especially if y'all share history and you've been through some really amazing times together. You don't want to sour that by holding on to that person when you know it was time for you to let them go. It's time for them to move on. It's time for you to shed that skin. It's time for you to shed that weight. It's time for you to grow and expand. And sometimes everybody ain't meant to do that with you. So remember that, y'all. Okay? I hope that resonated with somebody. If it did, remember to subscribe to She Sound Off. Also, remember that self-preservation is the first law of nature. Love yourself before you love anything, anybody else in this world, and lead with your heart chakra, and everything else will follow. Until next time.